who can attend does, because we feel like city government is something that should be responsive to you. We should not just reside in City Hall. We need to come out to your streets, to your places where you live, and bring City Hall to you so we can see what you were talking about. And I really appreciate, Mr. Pace, our partnership with NOAA, the Northeast Ohio Alliance for Hope. You've certainly gotten us out. You've certainly gotten these block clubs established. Whenever I can, I make a block club meeting, a street club meeting, and we bring the same city services that we bring to these town hall meetings to those street club meetings, because what happens on your street is important. And there's no better place for our administration and our city council to find out all at once what's going on and what you need on your street. Now, not saying we can do everything, but there are some things that we can do. For instance, I see people from Rosemont here. We know that we're repaving Rosemont, resurfacing Rosemont right now. I think I see people from Fifth Avenue. 4th Avenue. We're resurfacing 4th Avenue right now. So we're trying to do what we can as streets. We're repairing lights on Beersford. We're cleaning up vacant and abandoned lots on several streets. And that's a result of street club organized activity, where we come to you for your meeting that you organize, that you host, and you let us know what goes on your street, and we do whatever we can, whatever we're able to do to respond to you and your needs. Tonight is about safety, but before we get to that, one important element of safety is the structures that exist in the city of East Cleveland. And at the last town hall meeting, we announced something that we were calling Demolition Day. And Demolition Day is the real kickoff on Delmont of what's going on with major demolition of vacant and abandoned residential structures in the city of East Cleveland, because we all know by now, nothing good happens in a vacant and abandoned house. Amen? Nothing good happens in a vacant and abandoned house, right? Are we sick of these vacant and abandoned houses on our streets? So we kicked off Demolition Day, and we got more phone calls, more emails, more visits saying it's about time somebody did that. And the television stations, 3, 5, and 8, they were very, very gracious to us. They came out, they spent time, and they let everybody know that we in East Cleveland are really trying to make this place safer and more tolerable, and something that you can be proud of where you live, and show that we have real action on your streets. So we really appreciate that. But every day there are threats to safety, and we want to try and curtail those. In addition to vacant and abandoned houses, a few weeks ago we started 4 new police officers, and we've been telling you about this. We want to do them 4 at a time. We hope that we can add more and more as time goes on and as revenue permits, because Chief Ralph Spots has come up with a way to configure the duties of police officers that we bring on, that the activity that they engage in, the laws that they enforce, bring in revenue to the city, and the revenue that they bring into the city as a result of their work pays for more than their salaries. So we hope to increase the availability of funds to fund even more police officers in the future, and it starts 4 at a time, so we've already done that. But before we go any further, I want to introduce the council members who are here, because it's very, very important that the council and the mayor work together. We have Councilwoman Mildred Brewer from Ward 4. And we have Councilwoman Thomas from Ward 2. And Councilwoman Thomas, we know a lot of this demolition is going on in Councilwoman Thomas's ward, because it's one of the target areas that we have. So we hire police officers, 1, to keep us safe, but number 2, because they bring in additional revenue. And that's something that the city of East Cleveland desperately needs right now. But at the same time we hire police officers to keep us safe and additional revenue, we hired 6 additional firefighters to add to the East Cleveland firefighting force. And the gentlemen of the firefighting force are here tonight. Gentlemen, why don't you just stand up and get the round of applause that you deserve from the people of East Cleveland. All of you, just stand up, all of you. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we hired firefighters because, unlike the police department, we realized that we actually save money on overtime if we hire additional firefighters. It's being conscious of what we have available and at our disposal, and what the various hiring configurations mean. So by having more men on the fire force, and I wish we had some women, so we'll get to that one day, but by having more men on the firefighting force, we actually cut overall costs in the fire department, which means that we can use that money someplace else to make you safer and to improve your quality of life. So we really appreciate that. Now, another thing that is being done to improve safety in the city of East Cleveland. Many of you know that we made the move earlier this year to use those mobile speed cameras that were formerly used almost as speed